Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2. First of all, I really want to say thank you so much for all the support and all the new subscribers. It means so much to us that you want to follow the build, and we really want to show this build to you. So thank you so much for the support. So episode 2, a quick recap since last time. It's been 2 weeks. What have you done since last time?
Not much. Some of the electrical parts here, wiring and other bits and pieces regarding the electrics, but not much really. I've been caught up in daily life things, so it's been at a standstill really. But we're taking new steps to keep going with this renovation.
Is that all?
For now, yeah.
Yeah. So, if you watched episode 1, then you know that we removed the engine and the gearbox. If you're watching this episode first, I recommend you to watch episode 1 first. But anyway, we've removed the engine and the gearbox, and we are going to continue with the drive shaft so we can remove the rear axle, so we can take it to a company here in Sweden that will rebuild it because it is kind of broken, I guess.
That's true. It's been worn and it's not in the best shape, and we need to get someone to fix it up, basically.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do today, I guess. Try to remove it and get the rear axle ready to. We're not going to remove the rear axle today, but because we want to have, since it's a small garage, we want to be able to move the car as much as possible for as long as possible. So we're going to make the rear axle ready to be removed, because when it's time, we just have to disconnect it from the car and drive it away. So yeah, that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, let's get cracking at it.
Yep. Okay, so now we are going to lift the car in the back, so we can get it up on, what's it called?
I don't know. Support?
I do not remember the name, but pallbockar. These. I can't remember what it's called, but we're gonna lift the car now and put it on the supports. So we're going to remove the tires so we get a lot of space. Do you want to explain what you're doing?
The brake shoe is stuck, and as you can see, you can't move the brake drum that easy, so I need to release the brake shoe so we can move the car easily, and even losing the wire for the handbrake. So it's just one little setback now, so we're going to continue with that, see if we can do it, and then we do the other parts regarding the brake lines and drive shaft. So let's try and see what we can do. Sätter en justering här med. Nu pratar vi svenska också.
Ja, det gör det.
The problem is I can't remember where the adjustment is on this one, if it's on the top or bottom end. But we'll find out.
Okay, so now we found the adjustment screw in here, and we loosened the adjustment under the car. So now we can turn it easily. Hey everyone. Okay, we're gonna loosen the drive shaft. One bolt, 3 more to go. There we go, the drive shaft is now disconnected. Kardan hänger lös nu. Okay, so what are you loosening?
The supporting bearing for the drive shaft. So we can remove this thing easy. Hopefully. This is broken, supporting rubber. It's why you go.
Good thing that we're gonna change it.
Yep. Yep, it's had it. Flyttar du på den där?
På?
Jävla flaskan.
Va?
Flaskan.
Want me to grab it?
Försiktigt där. There we go.
Okay, so here we have the drive shaft. This has seen better days. I'll show you guys here. I don't think this is good. So it's a good thing that we're rebuilding to change it, but yeah. We have removed the drive shaft, and now we're going to take a look at the brake lines and the brake system on the rear axle, so we can try to remove as much as possible. So when we have to take away the rear axle, it will just be a few screws and it's gone. So that's pretty much what we're going to do now. Okay, so what are you removing?
The brake lines to the reducing valves for the rear brakes. And even if we empty the oil, we've still got some left in the pipe, so try to get that to end up in this container. It can get quite messy otherwise.
How easy is it to loosen those bolts on a scale 1 to 10?
4, I suppose.
Okay. So we're going to remove the brake lines that are mounted on the rear axle. So it's disconnected.
Consume.
Yes.
But
That's
That's
in a really tight place and everything.
But that's the part of it. It's just the way things are.
It's fun. This is fun. Fixing cars.
With the more interesting
With the fun parts.
fun parts of this job, but we'll get there.
So tell us, what parts are you removing now?
Reducing valves for the brakes, the rear brakes, and they need to be looked over as well, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong, but that needs to be looked at. But we do that in a later stage.
Okay, so this is what they look like, a bit closer. I guess we're gonna have a just like check them out and make sure that they're in good condition. It's a bit of rust on them, but yeah, that's for a different episode. Okay, so now that we have removed the drive shaft and prepared the rear axle for getting removed, we're gonna, well, since we have to be able to move the car a bit more, we're not gonna remove it yet. So, but it's prepared. So now we're gonna just remove the rear window and the windshield, and we have a little bit more of the interior of the car that we're gonna remove. So that is like completely done. So yeah, let's go remove the windows. Okay, so we're gonna start off by removing this chrome border. Trimming. And as you can see, it is like, it's not that advanced.
Tricky though, we'll be careful, don't want to damage that thing. Try to get this done because it's sliding a lot easier. Here it's starting getting a bit tricky. Like I said, I'm no expert on this. I'm sure there are guys out there who's done this before and they had some tricks to get this off. So feel free to come with some tips and tricks for these things. That is much appreciated. Like I said, it's a bit tricky and you've got to be careful to not damage the trimming. It slides off very easy when you get to a certain point, and you still got to be careful, so keep it intact, not push it too hard. But most of you already know.
Shall we show them what it looks like? Yeah, this is what it looks like. So the rubber goes in between, like under there. So it's pretty easy to remove actually.
Hold on. Vad kvar den där var, så inte håll den där, ska vi se.
Va? Ja, vänta, jag går runt.
Du filmar?
Jag filmar ju hela tiden.
Jaha.
There we go. Now we have removed the rear window. I'm not sure if we did it the correct way, but it's out. And as you can see here, you can see the original color of the car, black and the white that I've painted over. So that went pretty good.
Det var rosted.
So now we can do some rust work here and stuff. So nice. So here is the original color of the car, and then it's been painted white. And this is what we're going to have to be working on.
It's not very good at all, so this will be fixed. Now we're in the boat.
So there is a hole there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. We're going to have to weld that and make all of this good again. since it's been water lying there in a few years. Okay, now that the rear window is out, we're gonna go start with the windshield. I do not know if we are removing the windows the correct way, but since when the window's gonna be put back in, we're gonna take it to what's it called? To you know, companies that change windows and stuff. Can't figure out the word, but professionals will be putting the windows back in. We just have to get them out without breaking them. So if we're doing it the correct way or not, I am not sure. So, but yeah, let's do the windshield.
Start with the trimming.
When you figure out how to remove the trimming, it's actually pretty easy, because it's like a J, and the rubber piece goes in between, so you just have to like push it down and it will just come out. But you still have to be very careful, since the trimming is very sensitive and you can like change the shape of it if you aren't careful. So a little bit of lubricant and plastic tools, and yeah, it pretty much comes out.
A little bit of patience as well.
Yeah, there's like a lot of dirt, like it's like a type of sand, dust, like, you know, gravel dust and stuff. That's
very fine. So that
it's a good thing when you like we're gonna be removing all the windows and like rubber trimmings and things. You're gonna be able to get and make it like really clean, so you can remove the dirt. Jävlar vad han släppte från förut här, fick ingenstans, den bara plupp.
Ja, men böjden där är så bra.
Jag vet inte, jag tog typ inte en tid, jag bara petade så här och bara. Okay, so a good thing, it's pretty tight on the bottom here, so you have to use a plastic tool that is like an angle on it. I'll show you guys. Så.
Exciting.
This went pretty good. Hoppas verkligen inte den släpper den för att hålla den sådär.
So, can you open the door, please?
Yes. Okay, so now we have we've removed the drive shaft, cleared the brakes, the rear brakes, and made the rear axle ready for removal when the time comes. We have also removed the rear window and the front windscreen. So yeah, we have accomplished quite a lot this weekend. When we removed the windows, we found a lot of holes from rust holes from where the water has been collecting throughout the years of storage. So that has to be welded and things. So that we will be doing that when we get to the episodes with the bodywork. So I know these the first episodes here are going to be a lot of removing things and stuff like that, and it might not be the most fun to watch, but I promise that when we get to the bodywork, it will be really fun to see when we start cutting away pieces and doing the welding and like the real fun stuff. And then of course when we start building the car, putting everything back together. So yeah, we've accomplished quite a lot this weekend, so it feels good. I also want to say again, thanks so much for the support that we're getting. It's really, really fun that you guys are so interested in our build, and this is going to be a really fun build to do. Also want to say that don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and share it to your friends. And if you've got any questions about the build, just drop them in the comments and we'll take it in the up-to-date part in the beginning of every episode. So yeah, and if you've got any tips and tricks about the build, or if there's with removing things or making this build easier for us, please share them, because we've never worked on a P1800 like in this scale before. So if you've got tips and tricks, please share. Anyway, thank you so much for watching episode 2, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.